Yo, what up? Shit, guys, it's Sean. First topic of the day is understanding your child's first link to education. Second topic of the day, Call of Duty, Black Dad podcast. And then after that, some words of encouragement from my man Reggie. See you in the house. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your guys, it's Shawnee. Bronx life or no life, and all that is truly a wonderful world talking. And then, yo, welcome to another episode of Fatherhood to Life, where we learn fatherhood together. And so, I'm gonna jump right into the first topic, right? So the first topic is realizing that you're your child's first link to education, right? So, we sit in the house, we watch Sesame Street, mostly for like the numeric system, for the alphabet, for friendly sounds, and so I could like spark conversation with Mason, right? And so I watch her and listen to her respond, and it kind of dawned on me how important like my every interaction with her is, right? So it made me think of the saying, if only I knew then what I know now, right? And brought me under the belief that the answer to that question is in what we teach our kids, like the overall standard of education that we set for them, and realizing that it's never too early to implement that, right? Because even if it's just for the sake of making it routine in your life so that it becomes routine in their life, when it's really time for them to use that as a tool, right? Okay. Furthermore, it made me think about the fact that I have to pursue larger educational endeavors in the manner of what I deem creates a productive person, right? Not saying like for the sake of a piece of paper, like going back to school, but just so that I have a well of knowledge to draw from, so that when I'm making my points to my daughter, they don't come from an emotional summon. Let me know what you think, man. Sean.
Shawty ain't shy. Double S.
Know it, yo. Shout out, niggas.
I dropped the bag, said I need the bag. 20, 50, $100 bills, pop a tag. I got money on my mind, money on my mind, money on my mind, money on my mind.
Look, I just can't get the brand up. Go outside and check the banner. Just wanna run it with a phantom. Shoulder to shoulder with a blammer. Got me handed with the handle.
Just get at y'all for a minute before I jump up and get into my day, just to let you know that, I don't ever want y'all to feel like you're in a hopeless situation. Yo, we out here, we go out here, we bust our asses to be the best that we can be for our kids. And sometimes it makes you feel like it's not enough. Sometimes these baby mothers of ours, they make you feel like it's not enough. They, they give us all kinds of shit, when we out here really doing our best. And what I wanted to say to y'all is just understand this. It's never a hopeless situation. What I found out from my years as a single father is that there's so many different types of assistances that are out here that are designed for us to win, that it's almost impossible for us to lose if you know where to go, where to look, and you're not ashamed to just run out there and use these things at your disposal. A lot of times we like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. That's some chick shit. I'm not trying to go out here and mess with welfare. I'm not trying to go out here and talk to nobody. I'm about to just grind out and get what I got to get. And I feel you on that. And I salute those that do that. I've been down that road many a times too. But what can happen is you can get jammed up real fast. And next thing you know, you in a whole different type situation, and either way, it's never good for the kid that's involved. So what I wanted to say, before I get up out of here is never feel like it's hopeless. Never feel like your back is up against the wall and you don't have options, because you do have options. You just got to know how to utilize those options to the best of your abilities. So go out here and take advantage of these programs that are in place for single fathers or just fathers in general Go out here and speak to some of these counselors about some of the problems that you may be encountering, because that's what they're there for. At the end of the day, professionals, they're here for us, and they shed a lot of light to some subjects to me that was real dark when I first started out. And just by dropping my pride and going to ask questions and talk to the right people, aside from talking to my other peoples that was doing it, but going to seek counseling, going to seek assistance, going out here to really just, like I said previously, like at the risk of sounding redundant, but just really to just go out here and utilize all these things that are at our disposal can change the whole scope of how fatherhood goes for you, at least in the early on days when the baby's still young. You know what I mean? It'll really help you get a foothold on a lot of shit, and it'll put you in a position to have a voice. Whereas if you're not doing nothing and you just waiting on the grind to hold you down, your voice might not be heard as loudly as it would be if you were making other types of moves.